Alright, what is up, Dynasty? It's your boy Doja Rogue Wolf. Well, say it like this. Welcome to the 8th episode of the Dragon's Lair podcast. You know, we're not as technologically advanced as everybody else, so we have to set up stream, which takes usually about 5 minutes at the very start of the videos. Here lately, it seems just to be easier just to, start setting it up without talking and stuff. Makes it go by way quicker. If I don't do it that way, it takes like 10-15 minutes. But welcome to the 8th episode. If anybody's tuning in now, later, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. We'll get into that. Let's talk about what we're going to be doing today. So, if you're not as technologically advanced as FadedGaming_TV, you don't have a laptop, a gaming laptop, you don't have a nice setup to edit your videos, you're like me, kind of broke. Headset in the middle of talking about stuff that's important, but you're still running on console, PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5. This is going to be the same, but you're doing YouTube, you're making videos, whatever. So in this pod, we are going to show you how to make a YouTube video in Sharefactory 2023, because this probably hasn't been talked about in a while, or if it has, who knows, doesn't matter. This is what we're doing today. So I have some clips from Spyro from the other day. I recorded a little bit, so we're gonna go through like each step, go through all the motions, and just kind of go over how to do it efficiently, that I feel like seems to work pretty well. Obviously, I mean, we have our intro and outro. I'm going to show you how to do all that, but that is a totally different thing. You obviously can't make intros and outros in Sharefactory, but we're going to tell you about how to do all the good stuff, how to edit, and maybe some tips and tricks that might help you in the long run on your YouTube channel. You know? And let's talk about this before we go any further. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Currently at 2116 out of 2,500 subs. Greatly appreciate everybody who has been supporting, showing love. We lost a couple subs the past few days. That's just how it goes. Some good times, some bad times. Demo is online. I am going to play some Apex after this, more than likely, with whoever wants to play. Talk about this. Donation goal is down there, as you can see. We're trying to get a little bit something going here, and you can see what we've got so far. I do appreciate that, boys. Member goal, big shout outs to XDub Demo, FadedGaming_TV, the two members on the channel. We're shooting for 5 eventually. No recent supers, but enough with all the weird YouTuber stuff. Cat's going crazy. It doesn't matter what I do, when I do it. If I start doing anything, computer wise, YouTube wise, you know, anything that requires a computer, a screen, whatever, the cat's just gonna be running around going crazy. But whatever. Anyways, on to the video. So this should be kind of fun. I wanted to do we're just gonna do whatever comes to mind, to be honest with the podcast. Like, if it hits my mind, honestly, you guys let me know what you think about this. But next week, we're not doing this once a week, but next week I do have some Pokemon cards from the old days. I'm talking the 90s. The 90s, baby. 1990s, early 2000s too, and a little bit newer ones as well. But next pod, if you guys want to see that, we may show some of those off. And you'll see how we'll talk about how stupid I was, because that Charizard card, oh, I had it. Because I used to collect them bad boys all the time. I'm talking about I get a new pack every couple days. And imagine doing that for about 12 years straight. So you get some cool stuff. Especially on like birthdays and Christmases and stuff, because that's how we used to live back in those days. You know. Anyways, so that's why we kept this up top here. This may get confusing, but so obviously first thing you want to do to make like a good video. Now there's one of two two ways to do this. I'm going to show you a really cool way to do this that actually makes it, I think, more interesting. You always want an intro, right? So I have went to Adobe Premiere or whatever the software was. I can't remember the actual name of it. It was an Adobe software of some sort. And I made this right here on Adobe, which I thought was pretty cool. And I put my own music in the background of it. So like you want to do something like that for sure to add a little bit of something to your videos. I mean, if you don't have an intro like this, you definitely should have one, because yeah, it may not be that big of a deal if you're not promoting your videos on YouTube using money, but if you're going to make a video and you say to yourself, hey, I have a budget and I want to throw, like, even if it's only like $2, $3, maybe $5, you don't have to spend that much money on Google Ads. But if you go to Google Ads and put some money down, you best believe you need an intro. If you don't have an intro, people are not going to take you serious. If you're spending money on it, you might as well have an intro. So go to Adobe Premiere. I'm pretty sure you can get it. If we're being honest, you could probably get it cracked. But there's probably free trials and stuff you could use just to quickly make an intro and an outro. And just set it up. They already have like prefabs and stuff for you to use. You can just edit them down a little bit. Which is also this. The mistake that I made on my outro, though, is it is a little bit too long for one. 52 seconds all the way to, so it's like 20 something seconds. You only want it to be like 15 seconds or something. But the real mistake I made was I got music from an actual artist, and sometimes my videos will get copyright. Not a channel strike or anything, but they will be copyrighted because of the artist. Sometimes. So be careful when you're doing stuff like that, because not everybody's just gonna let you do it for free. But a lot of my videos aren't copywritten, but even though I use that sound, I'm not gonna play it now. So just for the sake of this, we want monetization on this video, hopefully. So we're gonna change the clip volume all the way down, which isn't really hard to do. You just gotta remember, when you press X, you can add all these things. You can add clips, add screenshots, and you can get pictures. If you have a USB is going to be very important. If you have a USB drive, you can make a file on there, or a folder on there called Sharefactory. And then images and videos and music, you can add stuff from that drive right here. Which is pretty nice little feature. So you don't have to just go with the crap here. You know, these are all my songs. I can play any of these. They're literally, it's all me. I made these on you know, myself, with a digital doll. Which I love that one. But anyways, I go all the way back. But if you press square, you can do all this stuff. You can make the clip speed up or slow down, split, all this kind of stuff. Split is going to be a really important thing. Trim might be super important. A lot of these are going to be super important. So let's talk about a really cool intro. First thing, I want to figure out a really cool part of the video where I think is most interesting, right? So in this video, we're talking about a possible speedrun strat, glitched speedrun strat for Spyro 1 on Reignited Trilogy. So here's a good way to make an intro that will make your videos a little bit more flashy. I think personally, I like to see videos like this, so I assume that other people would too. Maybe I'm wrong. So you want to find a part that stands out. As you did this glitch. In particular, probably around this part of the video. If there was a way to mix the infinite flight glitch with this glitch, and you can maybe fly all the way to one of the other homeworlds, but in particular fly all the way to Nasty's world. That stands up pretty good. Let's see. But when you clip to the wall, you can actually clip all the way down into where you see the other homeworlds. But when you clip through the wall, you can actually... See, to me, it would make sense that there would be a way to mix this glitch with speedrunning for the any percent speedrun to actually work. You're gonna see what I'm talking about. You can clip through this wall in Artisans. I'm pretty sure you can do it in Peacekeepers too, but you can clip through this in Artisans. There's another glitch. I'm gonna watch this all the way through. 3 that allows you to get infinite flight. So there's a part of me that wants to say you could possibly get the infinite flight glitch from Spyro 3, because after you get that glitch, it stays with you permanently through all the game. Now, the part of me, I don't know what's better technically, either before I go through the wall or whenever I'm all the way down. For some reason, or the any percent speedrun to actually work. You're gonna see what I'm talking about. I think probably down here. Mix the infinite flight glitch to mix the. Let's find the right spot. Down. But when you clip to the wall, you can actually clip all the way down into where you see the other homeworlds. Now, we're gonna split the clip right here. Now imagine if there was a way to mix the infinite flight glitch with this glitch, and you could maybe fly all the way to one of the other homeworlds, but in particular, fly all the way to Nasty's world. Split it right there. Now you're gonna press square to edit, move clip, put this at the very start. Literally, this is gonna show everybody, because if you're not adding a voice track and you just want to use something like this, actually press square, clone clip, go over to move, L1 R1 will move it back. I want to move it back to where it was so we don't lose it. So now it's gonna look like this. Now imagine if there was a way to mix the infinite flight glitch with this glitch, and you could maybe fly all the way to one of the other homeworlds. But see, I wanna actually shorten this down a little bit. Fly all the way to one. See where I screwed up right there? We're gonna go split clip, split it right there. We want to take that little spot out where I said weld, because I think it takes up too much time. You can split it between and choose that little clip and press square to delete. You can do this on PS4 and PS5. It'll save you so much time editing, because if you want to edit on a different software, yes, you could get a USB drive, upload it to there, and go from there. But if you're using Sharefactory, this is the easiest, simplest kind of stuff. Grim Slayer, do you remember me, bruh? I remember, dog. You can't forget a name like that. I think I said the exact... I think you've asked me this question, I said the same thing. You can't forget a name like Grim Slayer. But, now check out the difference. Imagine if there was a way to mix the infinite flight glitch with this glitch, and you could maybe fly all the way to one of the other homeworlds, but in particular, fly all the way to Nasty's world. Could maybe fly all the way. Now that's a little bit off, so we want to go to trim clip, and we're going to use the right analog just to barely clip it off. You can maybe fly all the way to one of the other homeworlds. And this is the part that actually gets super annoying. See, this is the kind of stuff people ask you, why does it take so long to edit videos? Trimming. You can maybe fly all the way to one of the other homeworlds, but in particular, fly all the way to Nasty's world. See, you actually want to trim that a little bit, extend it a hair, because now the way this goes randomly into the intro is crazy. World. Right? So you want to add a transition, for sure. The transitions are not great on this, but dissolves aren't terrible. So I want it to fade like this, I think. Yeah. So there's a glitch in this game. But There's a lot of stuff here that I'm gonna edit out because it's a bunch of of bogus. Where'd Grimslayer go? He asked if I remembered him, and he didn't even wait for me to respond to the question. No, thank you, at least. Alright, anyways. So, always, don't mean to trim it. Alright, we're gonna split it right here. Another little trick to remember. Try to cut out all the big major pauses, even if it just, you know, you're gonna see. We're gonna cut out all the major pauses. So there's a glitch in this game like right there, that has been around, so there's a glitch in this game, has been around since the beginning of this game, I mean obviously, but cut that little part out. See, to me, it would make sense that there would be a way to mix, I think we cut it right here. This is gonna be actually like a high quality video. When it's all done, this is gonna be nice. So there's a glitch in this game. We gotta drop this video. Has been around since the beginning of this game. I mean, obviously, it would make sense that there would be a way to mix this glitch with speedrunning for the any percent speedrun to act. Any percent speedrun. Cut it off right there to actually work. You're gonna see what I'm talking about. You can clip work. You're gonna see what I'm talking about. 80% speedrun. You can clip through this wall in Artisans. I'm pretty sure you can do it in Peacekeepers too, but you can clip through this in Artisans. There's another glitch in Spyro 3 that allows you to get infinite flight. So there's a part of me that wants to say you could possibly get the infinite flight glitch from Spyro 3, because after you get that glitch, it stays with you permanently through all the games. So you can load a new save file in Spyro 1, come to this area, clip through the wall, and still have infinite flight. Now, the infinite flight, you know, is because of this right here. Watch. Something absolutely fantastic. Skip all this part. On you at the same time as you did this. See every scene. It takes a minute. Infinite flight. It takes a minute, but it's literally impossible to reach the other homeworlds. See? Look at this. Impossible to reach the other homeworlds. See? Look at this. Those are each homeworlds. I don't know why this happens, but when you clip through the wall, you can actually clip all the way down into where you see the other homeworlds. Now imagine, I don't know why this happens. Homeworlds. We can skip all that. We want the most important stuff. You see the other homeworlds. Now imagine if there was a way to mix the infinite flight glitch with this glitch, and you can maybe fly all the way to one of the other homeworlds, but in particular fly all the way to Nasty's world. I don't know. I think I'd rather just focus on Fanatics, see if it works, because I would. You guys feel about that? But I don't know how you guys feel about that. There's an important part here. Want to try it? I don't know, but I hope somebody tries it eventually. because I do know that the infinite flag list is extremely difficult, and regular any percent speed. A lot of rambling. But I don't world. I don't know how you guys feel about that. Any Spyro speedrunners or Spyro fanatics? But Spyro fanatics. Is this? I just want to throw that out. I just want to throw that out there. If anybody sees this, I just want to throw that out there. Spyro fanatics. If anybody sees this, definitely try that. If it hasn't been tried before, definitely try it and see if it works, because I would love to know. Because it's literally impossible. Because it's literally impossible to reach the other homeworlds just like this. You know, eventually you'll hit a death barrier and you'll just respawn. You'll hit a death barrier and you'll just respawn. That's it, baby. Add another transition. You'll just respawn. Just for the sake of it, we're actually gonna... I'm not gonna play the volume, but I think it's gonna be really nice with the volume on. But, you know, I'm not risking the demonetization of this video for it. We'll risk the demonetization of this video, because we're gonna drop this probably immediately after this. So, hopefully, that gives you something there. Will anybody see this? No. Guaranteed not, and we have 2 viewers right now, and I'm pretty sure one of them's me. As well as, like, this video won't be pushed by YouTube. Hell, the past 2 videos, or no, 3 have all been demonetized for almost no reason. So I love it. We only have 2,116 subscribers. That's a lot of subscribers, and 2 are viewing. 1 is viewing. Sorry, not even 2, just 1. That is literally only me. But this video is not over with, because there's still a lot more to talk about on actually how to do this. Because I'm going to tell you right now what you don't want to do. What you don't want to do is, because you can. So when you press start, you can do it like this. You're going to want to export to gallery. For one, this is definitely the thumbnail. Generate that thumbnail. It won't make a difference if you're uploading it to YouTube, but I generate the thumbnail anyways, just so when because what I'm going to do, I can't press it now because I think it's going to cut off the broadcast, but you're going to want to press export to gallery, and when you do that, it's going to save the whole video to your PlayStation, right? So I think the most important thing here, because I used to, when it exports to gallery, you can go to the video in your gallery, you can press share, and you can share it straight to YouTube. You can edit everything down, but you don't have a thumbnail. And just because you pressed generate thumbnail, it still doesn't matter. You can generate the thumbnail, it doesn't do anything other than the file, the image for the file. So when you upload it to YouTube, it's just going to choose a random image off the video, which is super annoying. If you haven't heard of these guys, we'll talk about this later. So the next most important step, I would say, to this whole thing, if you're going to edit a video, see, I gave you a couple tips and tricks right there. Like I say, nobody's going to see it, but whatever. You're going to want to get something like this, bro. You're going to want a thumb drive. If you don't have a USB thumb drive, you know what I mean, you hook that, after it's been exported, hook it up into your PlayStation, export the video to a thumb drive, take the thumb drive, put it in your laptop or your computer, and then you can edit it better. But if you're watching this video, you probably don't have a computer, so you can just share it from your gallery on PlayStation. You won't have the thumbnail, but you can hope that when you generate thumbnail that possibly YouTube takes that and makes it the thumbnail. You can hope, but the way YouTube works, it usually doesn't. On PS5 it does, I'm pretty sure. But if you're using a PS4, it won't. I don't know why that is, but I've seen people use PS5 Sharefactory, and yeah, it actually did work. The generate thumbnail did work, but it doesn't work on PS4, I can assure you. I've tried it a million billion times. But that besides the point, if you're using a Sharefactory to edit and you still have just a laptop, it's not that great of a laptop, just upload it to the USB drive. You can get one for very cheap, and then take that USB drive, put it in the laptop. Doesn't matter how good it is, you don't have to do no editing, so you don't really need a strong laptop. Any kind of computer would work for this. You could go to your local library and do this super easy, super quick. Upload a video from the USB drive on there, edit it down, make a thumbnail that way. And this is where I want to point out, if you haven't heard of these people or this company, whatever it is, I know it's a website, I don't know if it's the actual company or not. What is it called? Let me find it right here, dude. Here goes the cat once again. It never fails, dude. Going somewhere. Not right now. Not right now. So obviously you have YouTube Studio. There's another TubeBuddy. I just remembered. I didn't even get to look at it yet. But if you haven't heard of these, this company, you can actually get a Chrome extension where you don't need the Chrome extension. But TubeBuddy, if you do happen to have a laptop, get the Chrome extension. It is really an extension for YouTube. So when you're on YouTube and you're editing your video, whenever you're by the create thumbnail, the thumbnail, you know, whatever, there'll be an extension next to the thumbnail editor on YouTube where you can actually, via TubeBuddy, create thumbnail. And it allows you to pull a random image off the video and then add text. So if you haven't heard of TubeBuddy and you do have a computer or even a phone, I think you can do it with your phone, to be honest with you. Dude, download TubeBuddy. It's free. It's 100% free, and yeah, you won't be making like Photoshop worthy thumbnails, but if you're completely lacking a computer that can do like anything at all, like I was for a very, very long time and still kind of am, yeah, use TubeBuddy to create thumbnails. It's 100% free. You get most of the features for free, and it's not very hard to use. You can figure that one out easy. Maybe one day we'll show some videos on that. But if you do have a little bit of a better computer, dude, use Pixel R .editor on you know, look, just type it in. If you have a little bit of a decent laptop, doesn't have to be great, just enough to edit a little bit of a picture, no videos, just pictures. Pixel R is amazing for thumbnails. You can pull up any PNG, add it as a layer, and just edit the crap out of some thumbnails for YouTube. And dude, aspect ratio for YouTube thumbnails are always 1280 by 720. That's the minimum requirements. I always like to go minimum because it's really hard to get a blurry image at 1280 by 720p on YouTube thumbnails. That's some knowledge right there too that maybe some people don't know. I don't know. But overall, just editing a little video. This is what it turns out to be. We're gonna have to save this. Now, imagine if there was a way to mix the infinite flight glitch with this glitch, and you could maybe fly all the way to one of the other homeworlds, but in particular, fly all the way to Nasty's world. There's a better intro that I found earlier. Oh, I don't actually like that anymore. We're gonna change that up. For one, this is gonna happen. So there's a glitch in this game. It has been around since the beginning of this game. I mean, obviously. It would make sense that there would be a way to mix this glitch with speedrunning. For the any percent speedrun, you can clip through this wall in Artisans. This is it. I'm pretty sure you can do it in Peacekeepers too, but you can clip through this in Artisans. That's where we knew. That's the intro. In Artisans. That's what we want. I'm gonna clone this clip. Because honestly, it takes too long to get into the video at the start. We need it to be like less than 10 seconds. This is... yeah, it's like 15 seconds. I don't want that. We didn't delete that off the end there, but... you can clip through this wall in Artisans. I'm pretty sure you can do it in Peacekeepers too, but you can clip through this in Artisans. In Artisans, we want to trim it a little longer because now we want to add transition. Fade to color. You can clip through this in Artisans. Alright, add some kind of like mystique there to the video actually. Let's see if we can shorten it down a little bit. So there's a glitch in this game. It has been around since the beginning of this game. I mean, obviously. It would make sense. It would make sense. There would be a way to mix this glitch. Split. With speedrunning. Oh. This glitch. That's the technologically. Speedrunning. That's the technological limitations of Sharefactory, though. You can't split less than like 2 seconds apart. So whatever. Glitch with speedrunning for. That's what we can do, though. With speedrunning. Boom. For. Cut some of that little crap out. Glitch with speedrunning for the any percent speedrun. You can clip through this wall in Artisans. I'm pretty sure you can do it in Peacekeepers too, but you can clip through this in Artisans. There's another glitch in Spyro 3. Clip that 3. Out. We want all those, even if they don't seem that long, for random people, it definitely seems long. It seems long for me just watching it back. Spyro 3 that allows you to get infinite flight. So there's a part of me that wants to say you could possibly get, like, just cut out all that out. Flight. You could possibly get the infinite flight glitch from Spyro 3, because after you get that glitch, it stays with you permanently through all the games. So you can load a new save file in Spyro 1, come to this area, clip through the wall, and still have infinite flight. I don't know why this happens, but when you clip through the wall, you can actually clip all the way down into where you see the other homeworlds. Now imagine if there was a way to mix the infinite flight glitch with this glitch, and you could maybe fly all the way to one of the other homeworlds, but in particular, fly all the way to Nasty's world. I don't know how you guys feel about that. Any Spyro speedrunners or Spyro fanatics. If anybody sees this, definitely try that. If it hasn't been tried before, definitely try it and see if it works, because I would love to know. Because it's literally impossible to... Yes, now I'm looking. Definitely try it and see if it works, because I would love to know. That's all we need right there. It's actually really weird, because like I sit here and watch this and honestly, this part's looking infinite flight. I don't know why this happens. I'm honestly thinking this might be a better like actual intro. It's hard sometimes to figure out what's better, but it just seems more interesting. The most interesting part of the video, clip it down really short and put it at the start. Definitely. You can clip through this. I think we're gonna try this just to see what it looks like. I don't know why this happens, but when you clip to the wall, you can actually clip all the way down into where you see the other homeworlds. Now, I think that's a really good intro because it still leads to mystery, but it's really cool looking. So there's a glitch in this game. It has been around since the beginning of this game. I mean, obviously, it would make sense that another tip. If Spyro didn't already have the music in the background, you can literally just turn music down in game. But I'm gonna show this off just for the hell of it. Honestly, you can go to add music, and since I have my own music here, we can't get copywritten for any of this. But you could take your music here. So there's a glitch in this game. It has been around since the beginning of this game. I mean, obviously, it would make sense that there would be a way to mix this. Obviously, it sounds like crap, right? But you go to music volume, press square to select, which is so counterintuitive, by the way. But unprioritize the music and turn it down to about 30%. Of this game, I mean, obviously, it would make sense that there would. If there wasn't music already in Spyro, you know, obviously it would make more sense. But turn it down to about 30%. Anybody with headphones is gonna hear it really well. You can maybe turn it a little higher if you need to, but that's a little tricky. Definitely want some kind of music in the background. If you don't have music in the background and it's just you talking, it throws everybody off on a video like this. Live streams, podcasts, it's a little bit different. It would be better if I had music playing even now. But again, technological limitations. You know what I'm saying? Which is just insane. This guy asked, do I remember him, and he just left. He literally didn't even stay long enough to hear me respond. I'm so confused. Some people are very confusing. I want to point out Murph called me a cheater on my last video. I don't even know why. I didn't do nothing. I didn't do anything, boy. I didn't do nothing, matey. Jesus. It's got 4 views. YouTube doesn't count views the same anymore anyway, so it's like if the same person comes and goes a couple times, it literally only counts as 1. Only as 1, dog. Which is crazy. I'm gonna see if anybody wants to play Apex. If not, then I'm not even gonna worry about it. I don't necessarily know or think that I want to play Apex without my teammates. You know what I'm saying? And will it really make a difference anyways? Thursdays seem to be really bad days for streams. They always have. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, it seems like everybody's like, oh, I have time off from school and work, so I'm going to actually just play games myself. And stuff like that. Let's see, is anybody online? Demo was playing Skyrim. He did say he was playing that last night. That's pretty cool. We'll see if Murph wants to play Apex. I know I even have it saying we're gonna play Apex after this, but it depends. So I don't want solo queue. I would run customs, but nobody will play them. And at the end of this video, we're going to try to export it and see if it'll export and we can stay live. That would be awesome. But, God, we're going to find out right now. if we can export the video and it stay live. Okay, it stayed live. Sick. This is what exporting the video looks like. It's pretty nice to see it all fast forwarded too, because you can kind of see like what all you've done. Sometimes it's cool to see it like this, and then you can be like, well, I made a mistake, and you can just cancel it. We're definitely going to drop this video though, because I've been really deep into Spyro, trying to get my foot in the door of the the niche Spyro community on YouTube. That's probably better on Twitch, but I don't mess with Twitch. I won't mess with Twitch. But I think it's just like a kind of like just a think tank kind of video, which is really what all these podcasts are anyways as well. Always have been. But it's kind of hard to do like more serious, more introspective videos when you know that you have to spend your hard-earned money to get the views on them. That's not something we're gonna do. Like, yeah, dude, I could be talking about some crazy stuff and I could be really going in deep on certain topics, but why? When it's just me talking to myself most of the time. It doesn't make sense. It's a waste of effort for no reason at all. Like, it's kind of, you know, how it feels a lot of times on YouTube, to be 100% honest with you, a waste of effort. Demonetization constantly. Constant demonetization. Over 2,000 subscribers. None of them watch the video. I'm not saying none, but how do you get 2,000 subscribers? How does Fade get 500 subscribers and still doesn't even have but 10 of them? It's like, but how do I only have 10? Yeah, I could go on a rant forever about the algorithm and all this crazy stuff. It's not going to change anything. All you can do is test the waters on specific things. Why did my first speedrun video on Spyro ever get over 100 views? Not when I was live, but 4 or 5 days after I was live. Why did that happen? No idea. Why did YouTube decide to push that one? The first Spyro speedrun I ever did, it was terrible. It was no good. Every single person who came after and watched it didn't subscribe, didn't like the video because it was awful. It wasn't good. If they would have been there whenever I was live streaming it, it would have been a totally different story. They'd be like, oh, okay, we understand what he's doing, so he's trying to get better, make progress. But I don't know. I'm starting to think that the live streaming side of YouTube is really, they don't really care as much about it as the other sides of things, and it's kind of sad because this is sad. If you ain't already a big streamer, then you get no love. If you ain't starting out fresh with a fresh slate, you're not getting any love either. It's pretty insane, actually. Putting a lot of time into this just to and I'm starting to just think, like, for what reason. And the only people who subscribe to the channel are people who just come in randomly and ask, can I play with you? Like, no, you can't. Then they unsubscribe. It's like, I don't understand. It's just a constant thing too. Constantly. When you got people like you know, even Grimslayer is really confusing because I haven't seen this guy in probably, I couldn't tell you how long. I couldn't even tell you. I barely remember him. I mean, I don't know, maybe the last time he was on the channel, the only thing he said then was, he asked me the same thing, do you remember me? And was gone. And it was like, I probably in all honesty, it was probably at least 6 months ago. I mean, what's up with that? No way to figure that one out either. It's like, what? Don't know, dog. I'm gonna spend the next 10 minutes just ranting about the crazy YouTube things that make you like really question everything about it. It's like at least what I, which is why honestly, which is why here lately, in saying all this and really just thinking about it, like, which is why here lately I've been playing more random games because I grinded Apex for so long for what felt like no real purpose other than to please viewers. It's like I'll be playing a different game, people will come in, hey, are you gonna play Apex tonight? And I'm like, no, I'm not, and they unsubscribe. We lost 3 subscribers the past 2 days because of these 2 reasons. Are you playing Apex tonight? No, I'm not. Are you doing an Apex giveaway? I haven't seen. Somebody asked me that yesterday. I haven't seen in again literal 6 months. Are you doing any Apex giveaways? No, I'm not. I mean, I am, but not for people who aren't here. I mean, what doesn't even make sense? And then whenever I do play Apex, those people who are always asking about Apex, they're not there. They only come when I'm not playing Apex. When I am playing Apex, they still don't come. But like, or when I'm not playing Apex, they come only to ask if I'm playing Apex. When I do play Apex, they don't even show up. It'll only be at random times, and then it'll just be asking like, hey, can I play? So it's like, yeah, I was playing Apex for a long time because I wanted to hit Masters. We hit Masters, and it was kind of like, well, I'm grinding Apex because I gained a lot of subscribers off Apex. Like the short videos did really well. Whenever shorts came out, well, God, we probably gained 800 subscribers just from short videos. But now YouTube doesn't push short videos anymore unless you're a giant YouTube mogul. So me with 2,000 subscribers, they don't get pushed no more. Same people that we watch these videos, they don't even see them because they wouldn't even know. Even if they subscribe, they wouldn't know because YouTube doesn't push notifications. It's crazy. So it's like now I'm just playing things that are fun to play because you could do the whole thing where it's like, well, play these popular games, but it's such an oversaturated market. It doesn't matter how good you are. It doesn't matter at all. You could be the best player in the world. No one's ever going to know that. How would they ever know? You can spin Google ads. Yeah, you'll get subscribers, you'll get views, but how many of those are like, how many of those subscribers are real subscribers? We don't know. I always get subscribers from YouTube ads and stuff, but they don't ever come for the next videos. I've never had, not a single person. I've probably gained a couple hundred subscribers off of advertisement. Not a single one of those people has ever came back or said, hey, I came from your YouTube ad. Maybe 1 or 2, if I'm being honest. It's crazy. So this is why we've been playing stuff like Spyro and Skyrim, because why grind a game that, yeah, people watch it, but do they really? Not really. They'll watch the bigger guys, so it's, Spyro speedruns are fun. We're gonna play games that are fun. We can do things that are fun, you know what I'm saying? Not just grinding for the sake of grinding because we think it's going to get views on YouTube. Yeah, Apex will get views, Fortnite will get views, but does it really matter when the only people who view it are like... You have the certain people who view it that are actually cool, but man, I don't know. It's just weird right now because YouTube only sends you people, it's just crazy. I don't think we've gotten a new viewer, a literal new viewer on Apex. They may have viewed but not said anything, but like, I don't think we've got a new viewer, an actual new person that's just fresh on the channel, other than people who ask, can I play? And then, like, yeah, it's Apex. You right, Joe Chon. You freaking right, dog. You right. I'm just ranting a little bit at the end of this podcast because YouTube be screwing us. Everybody, not just me. I mean, it's Apex, so I wouldn't know. What? What do you mean? Yeah, exactly. Dang, oh, Faded's not here. I was watching him earlier, but he ain't show up to mine. I can tell you why he's not here. It's because he's just focused on his game. Mr. Faded Man. I haven't had Faded on a podcast since the second podcast ever. Where's that Bobby Bradley? Dude, his schedule's just all janky, dude. His schedule really is like super janky. We can't ever. Like, I've planned on doing this podcast for a while, but like yesterday he wasn't streaming. Today he told me he was gonna play Diablo. So it's kind of hard to like figure out when to get him on another podcast. Diablo, baby. Diablo's okay. Diablo is alright, I think. I'm gonna look up something, dude. So he's streaming Diablo. I wanna know how many other people are streaming Diablo 4 live right now. That's what I wanna know. There's quite a few. Wow, dude. Honestly, there's only one person streaming Diablo right now that has a lot of views, and he is. This literally this is bullcrap, dude. It says you can. Okay, so they added this feature to YouTube, which is check this out. You can go to a topic and it says home and it says live. Live is sorted by most viewers in your region. There's no way that this dude is in my region. So the only person on here that's streaming Diablo that he has 160 watching right now live. It's the only one with even a relatively large amount of views. It's all Japanese. No, actually it's Chinese, sorry. It's all Chinese, bruh. You can tell me that that's in my region? There's nobody here streaming Diablo around the northeastern or southeastern region that's Chinese pulling in 160 viewers. So YouTube be lying on something. Look at old Bobby over here. Look at old Bobster. Old Bobster. Playing Apex tonight, Faded, or are you not playing Apex tonight? You're only on Diablo 4. Because I'm about to play some Apex. But only if, you know, only if I don't have to solo queue with my boys. Murph never plays anymore. He just randomly. Nobody plays with me, boy. Let's keep it real. But why do they keep demo? Demo. Demonetization. Because, well, I've had to put it like that. They keep demonetizing me because we're playing violent video games, and YouTube doesn't know the difference between, you know, you talking about actual war or doing something crazy in real life compared to a video game. And they also don't like it if you cuss nowadays. You really get like 1 or 2 cuss words per video, maybe, if you're lucky. And if you exceed that marker, or you say something that seems a little bit too violent, then you'll get demonetized. So it's like, I don't know what their whole deal is with that, man. I feel like they tried to do something good that made sense, so people weren't getting money off of, like, you know, real crazy stuff that was just insane. But in doing so, which is the way of the world, man. You know, We could get into that topic for all day long, but the reality of it is, it's like, uh, they did back then, yeah, they did, but this is what I'm saying, dude. Like, they try to, I don't know. It's hard to add some kind of censorship to one thing and not have it affect everyone. I mean, they could have done it a totally different way, but whatever algorithm they use that picks up, because it's not like there's somebody watching, there's not like somebody from YouTube just watching your video all the time. I mean, that's just not how it is. So they got some kind of AI that goes through and it converts your voice into text. I mean, you don't even get demonetized until after the video fully processes. I'm gonna point that out right now. So it takes, even when you're done streaming, streams in particular, it doesn't happen to non-live videos at all. I mean, you'll see it immediately if it does. But streams take like an hour, maybe two, maybe even 3 or 4 hours to fully process. After your video is processed, it converts everything you say to text, closed captioning. That's how that works. It does it automatically. So that closed captioning is the AI that they're using to, make subtitles. If it sees things that seem like out of the ordinary, it'll just flag it and limit the monetization of the video. So it's like, that doesn't understand the difference. If you're playing a game like Apex and you're talking about like, well, I just eliminated this guy, but you say the K word or whatever, it doesn't know the difference between you like actually threatening a human or you threatening to do something on a video game. So it's like, and it also doesn't understand, it doesn't have the ability to know what's a joke and what's not a joke. So it's like, yeah, it makes sense for that stuff to be at the level of demonetization, but it doesn't make sense if it's a video game. But it doesn't know the difference. So then you have to you have to go into your settings, because after you're monetized, you can do this. Go into your settings, click the button for request human review, then some poor bastard at YouTube or Google has to go through every one of your videos that's demonetized. I feel bad for this dude, if I'm being honest. Like, if this video gets demonetized and has to happen, I hope that guy, that literal human who has to sit there, even if it is, they have to sit here and like look at each video and watch it the entire way just to see if it needs to be monetized again. And almost every video I've ever made that has been demonetized has been given monetization status back, other than like a couple, So I feel bad for that dude who has to sit there and watch all these videos. Or the people who have to do that. It's definitely not one dude. I can imagine there's probably millions of videos every day that get demonetized, and they have to put all their resources into people or some kind of program somehow to just watch all these videos. Because that's what they do in human review. Some poor bastard has to sit there and literally just like, well, I'm gonna watch this dude's video all the way through. Like a 6-hour video, man. Like, are you kidding me? Like that's why it takes like a week to get it done. It's like they're gonna watch a 6-hour stream that we make, and just to eventually send me an email that says, hey, it's been the demonetization has been lifted. It's insane. It's like, you would think they would be more efficient with that kind of stuff. But whatever, dude. They're not. So it's crazy, dude. It's absolutely insane. But I don't know. It's really annoying. But it's like, I appreciate YouTube for giving me the opportunity to like grow on their platform, but God, dude, they make it pretty hard to grow. I mean, it's like a constant struggle. The only reason I even hit 1,000 subscribers is because I legitimately streamed like every single day. I would wake up I wouldn't even go to sleep sometimes. I'd be up 4 or 5 in the morning, start stream up that early because I was catching a Fortnite update, stream for a couple hours, you know what I'm saying, then go to work, on 2 hours of sleep, just to just grinding it out, and it's like it just gets like the more you grow, the harder it gets. I feel like it's crazy. It should definitely be the opposite. There should really barely be a middle ground. Once you hit a certain point, it should be pretty easy, but it doesn't get that way. It's just as hard as when you start, you know, until you're like, you know, major level. But maybe also it's because I you know, we did play a lot of Fortnite, then we started playing a lot of Apex. Although we gained the same amount of subscribers, if not more, off of Apex, to be honest. So, where'd they all go? I don't know, because we still do the same thing. We've innovated some stuff. We've added some more variety, but it's a bunch of BS, and people are always BSing. So it's not gonna make no difference. I've got my rant out of the way. I was gonna play Apex after this. I don't see any point, to be honest with you. I mean, there's no point. Why would I? Keep it real. I mean, why? What's the point? I'm just be irritated. I'm already irritated anyways. Been irritated all day. I'm gonna be irritated all night. Probably tomorrow. And Apex is just gonna be like even worse. So this new season 18 ain't even that great. There's nothing really cool. I mean, it's the same as last season basically. They've just, you know, they're like banking on ranked, and they're banking on like pro players being happy. That's all it is. That's all it is. Maybe we can find some fun in pubs or something this season because, you know, I don't know. Faded only wants to play ranked anyways. Murph ain't ever on. I'll be playing pubs by myself or ranked by myself. And it's just like the same thing. It's just the exact same. It's going to be the exact same as last season. There's no new character. Yeah, they did that with Revenant, but it doesn't even feel that much different, to be honest with you. This feels like the same thing as last season. The charge rifle is like, it's a new weapon. I mean, not really. It's the same thing. It just doesn't have a beam now. It's just like the end of the shot. It's like the exact same. It's no different. The map rotation is a little bit different. Could be fun sometimes, but you know, it's like honestly, dude, the Spyro speedruns are more fun than anything else right now. It's like holy crap. I don't know. We don't make enough on YouTube for it to even make sense to grind that hard. I grinded so hard, dude, for so long to hit monetization. And it's like, then you get monetized, and it's like, oh wow, I've made 4 cents off this video, or it's demonetized. I don't know, man. I don't know. This is getting to a point of like, I don't even really care anymore.